Hey guys, Nusset Meet Simmons back with another video. Today we have a video from the movie Knocked Up. It's a cult classic, I think.
Yeah.
And so it's a very hard-hitting scene here for a romantic comedy, but I think it's some things we can pull from it. So here we go. Ready, Mama?
Last Wednesday night when you said you went to see a band.
I went to the movies.
With who?
By myself.
What'd you see?
Spider-Man 3.
Why do you want to go by yourself? Why didn't you ask me to go?
Because I needed to get away, you know, with work and you and the kids. Sometimes I just need some time to myself.
I need time for myself. I want time for myself too. You're not the only one.
It's not that big of a deal.
I like Spider-Man.
Okay, so let's see Spider-Man 3 next week.
I don't want to go see it now. I don't want to have to ask you to ask me. I want you to just come up with it on your own.
What I don't even know what to say. What do you want me to do?
You just think because you don't yell that you're not mean. But this is mean.
I'm not being mean. I'm being honest. You're telling me I need to be honest.
No, you're not. You're lying.
I'm doing it because I need to keep my sanity a little bit.
You know what? I don't want you at the house anymore. Okay?
Yikes.
So even though that's from a movie, it's from there's a lot of truths in there. And I think that anyone watching that that's been married for any amount of time or been in a serious relationship can understand that there's a lot of truth to that. And so what I did, the truth is always in the comments, right?
Oh, God.
You want to know where the state of our society is and where people are thinking, you go to the comments. So I went in the comments, and of course, exactly what I thought. A bunch of polarized comments, a bunch of women on this side saying, oh, he's an a-hole, he don't care about her feelings, men don't care about feelings. A bunch of men on this side, she don't understand, she's this, she that. What the truth is that both of them are wrong. Both of them are wrong. And we're going to explain to you why both of them are wrong. This is the thing that most men don't get. Stop lying to your wife. Stop lying to your girl. Be brutally honest. Nope, every woman wants an honest man, right? But can you handle my honesty?
You can't handle my truth.
Yeah, can you handle the truth? I'm going to give it to you. And my wife will tell you, I'm going to give it to you.
Yeah.
Everybody always wants honesty until that honesty hurts. And so a lot of what men do is they learn, I don't want to deal with the outcome of being honest with her. I don't want to tell her that I'm not fulfilled sexually. I don't want to tell her that I need time away from you because you're kind of working my nerves right now, because they fear the repercussions of it. And then you end up lying, and then it becomes about you lying and not about why you lied. You're cutting off your nose to spite your face. If you're honest up front, she may think you're an a-hole, but at least she's going to respect you. She may be mad for a little while, but how hard is it to say, sweetheart, I'm feeling overwhelmed right now, and I just need a moment. That's one point. We'll get to some more, but I want to go to you next. What did you see?
What I saw was that, because I've been guilty of this myself, what I saw was he was sharing like what his issue was, or he was sharing the reason behind why he lied, right? So that's his issue. Instead of her listening, staying on topic and keeping it about him so that they could work through, well, babe, why did you feel the need to lie? Instead of going that route, she gets in her emotions and she's like, well, I get tired and overwhelmed too, and I need a break. So she immediately pivoted to her needs and her emotions. But in that moment, it wasn't about her needs and her emotions. It was about what he was saying. So her job should have been detective mode. Hey, ears should have perked up, and she should have said, if she was healed, she should have said, hey, so why did you find the need to have to lie to me? What's behind that? What is it that I'm doing or not doing that made you feel like you had to do that? That was the moment of healing that could have come through in the relationship. But instead, she did what most women did. And again, I've been guilty of that, is made it about her in that moment. So I think that's what I saw, was how poorly she was listening to him. She was ready for the retort and went right on the defense, which is what a lot of women do. We get in our emotions and we make it about us, and that nothing gets solved. So you have these cycles that continue because nothing's getting solved. You're gonna blow up, have great sex when you get done, come back around, it'll be another issue, and you're gonna do the same thing again if you really don't learn how to work through your conflict and issues. So that's what I saw.
And on his end, he needs to learn how to be selfish. He needs to learn to be
take
selfish.
care of himself.
Because see, and that word right there is inherently negative. However, sometimes for you to be selfish, for you to be the best version of yourself, you need to be selfish.
Yeah.
You need to be selfish, even as a husband, even as a father, even as all the things that's heaped on our shoulders when we become these things, you need to learn how to be selfish. And so he did it in the wrong way.
It's funny, when a woman is being selfish, as you were saying, it's called self-care.
Yeah.
When a man does it, it's selfish.
Yep.
So that's the difference. If you notice it, like when you hear like a woman saying, well, I need to take care of myself, I need to take myself out on dates, or whatever it is that she says, she's talking about self-care, but that's also selfishness, because you have to focus on self, heal self, all of that, which is something that you need to do. But it's funny, when men do it, we often call that, you're just selfish.
Yep.
So it's funny.
Yeah, and I think that kind of stuff leads to manipulation. When you're not open and upfront about your needs, your desires, what you need, setting boundaries, learning how to say no, it leads you being like a manipulative dude. You start sneaking around. You start doing lying is a big one. You have these hidden addictions and hidden things you're doing, and you don't become the best version of yourself. And you become a shadow and a shell of the man you're supposed to be. Yeah. And then your woman is in here, and she's subconsciously picking up on that scene there. You can see he's struggling.
Yeah.
He literally told his wife, this was for my sanity, and she was like, I don't care about sanity. I want to be there. Why didn't you let me be there? Why? This is all leads back to his lack of leadership. His inability to lead, and it leads to her immaturity. Neither one of them are right. Let's get that straight. People want to polarize on one end or the other, but neither one of them are right, and both of them have problems. And this is something that we see time and time again in counseling. A lack of respect for one another, a lack of listening, a lack of wanting to do better. So at the end, she basically kicks him out the house. Mm-hmm. So I have my own thought on that. What do I say about kicking a man out of his own house? What do I say?
I wish you would try to kick me out of the house I pay for. I wish you would.
Yeah, that
would. Let
would.
me tell you, this is a side note. I don't understand that. I don't understand how you get out.
Or sleep on the couch.
Okay, I guarantee you one thing. You this bed that we pay for, that we share together, I got just as much right to it as you two.
Yeah.
You throw a pillow at me and see what happens. You can be mad. You can put a pillow between us. I don't care. I'm not sleeping on no couch in my house. I'm not getting out of my own house. That ain't happening.
Yep.
I don't know where that came from. I don't know what people started doing it at, but that ain't the way I was raised. You can be mad all you want to, but
how about you just work through it?
I'm gonna be in this bed. Did you pick up anything else from the female side?
I did. The part where she was saying, when he said, well, let's go see Superman 3 next week. Well, I don't want, how did she say it? I don't want
to tell you how to tell you to ask me to make you ask me or something.
I just want you to ask me or something. That little game we play.
It's immature.
It is immature, and it's a poor way of communicating.
Yes.
Instead of Superman 3, since you've already seen it, how about we pick another movie we can watch together? And then,
well, that's that I want you to read my mind thing. I don't understand what this thing is where you want this man to be everything and also be under your control at the same time. You got to understand what a man is. And I think a lot of women don't understand what men are.
Absolutely.
And a lot of men don't understand how to communicate with women.
Absolutely.
Because the truth is, this whole situation could have been avoided if he just been honest. A lot of men in general just don't know how to stand on their square and say what they need.
Stay in Logicville.
Yeah. And say, this is what I need from you. Can you do it?
Yeah.
Can you do it and be a man that's worthy of her doing what you're asking of her? Mm-hmm. You can't be a jerk and be a douchebag and treat her like crap and expect her to just swoon to your every whim. But what you can do is say, this is what I need from you as my wife.
Yeah.
This is what I'm going through right now. Be open, be honest, and you can stay in your masculine. You ain't gotta be on the floor crying and all that stuff. You can stay in your masculine and still get your point across.
I think people in general, when it comes to communication, are terrible listeners. You're just waiting, you're just pausing and waiting to get your ammo ready, and then as soon as they stop talking, you're shooting off things that you've been wanting to say, and it's built up over time. But if you just really focus on being mindful and present and listening to what your partner is saying, you can solve so much. Yep. Even when emotions are heightened, you can still listen. Your ears don't turn off. I don't know why people think that it's impossible to listen when they're upset. And you can even say, I'm getting a little upset. Can we either take a break or, okay, give me a second. I need to kind of collect myself. You can do that. Yep. Because you're in a loving relationship with the person you love, at least hopefully.
One last thing on being honest with your spouse. I think people talk about, this truth, my truth, this truth. You hear women talk about my truth, this truth. I think men need to be honest with, stand in your truth. The truth
Yeah,
is that
sure.
I'm tired. The truth is that I'm not fulfilled in this relationship. The truth is you don't listen to me. The truth to me is that we're not having enough sex or whatever the issue is. Just be and stand on it. And don't let her move you off your square. Don't let her shame you. This is how I feel right now, and I'm entitled to that. So everybody will tell you that a man should be this, and this. Everybody wants to tell a man how to be, but then when things go wrong, we want a man to be a man.
Yeah.
But on a day-to-day basis, you want him to act like a woman. That's not the way it works. So
Yeah.
I had when we first got married, I think we were dating, and you asked me those stupid hypothetical questions. Would you ever, sleep with my best friend? This is an example, something like that. And I started telling you,
I know exactly what you told me.
don't ask questions that you don't want to hear the answer to.
Yep.
That's what I tell my wife. I would tell her that all the time. Don't ask me questions you don't want to hear the answer to, because I'm gonna tell you the truth, and you might not like it.
You also do a really good job of that now. Like if we're having a serious conversation, and it's a truthful, honest, brutally honest moment, you'll say, okay, do you want to hear the truth?
Yeah.
That's how he braces me for, you might not like what I'm about to say, but you're asking me this question and you want me to be honest. Well, my truth bomb is about to come. So be ready to kind of receive it, because I'm about to give that to you. So vice versa. I try to do the same for you.
Yeah.
So
and she's allowed
easier.
to be honest with me and give me the truth of what I need, and I accept it. I don't have a problem with it, because I know that she loves and respects me. And so at the end of the day, anything she's telling me is going to make me a better person, better husband, all the things that come along with it. I may not like it in that moment,
right,
but it is what it is. And I'd rather hear that than have my ego stroked, and then I get out here and realize that, oh snap, I'm failing in this area and I didn't know. But with that, that's enough said.